Hey, how's it going, guys? So, I made a video yesterday, or at least yesterday at the point that I'm making this video, talking about Nintendo fanboys trying to defend Nintendo's anti-consumer practices. And this is basically going to be a follow-up video to that video, because on that video I got a lot of fanboy comments, and there's also other fanboys I want to go over, so let's just go ahead and get straight into this. Let's start off with some angry comments I got from Nintendo fanboys on the video I posted yesterday. You must be immature calling others salty from behind a computer like a coward. I mean, aren't you kind of doing the same thing right now by talking about me behind a computer screen? Kind of ironic, but whatever. I don't know if this guy expects me to like book a flight to these fanboys' houses, knock on their door, and say it to their faces. Like, dude, these people live on the other side of the planet, potentially. One of the main reasons social media sites exist in the first place is so that you can talk to people that you wouldn't be able to talk to face to face. And I absolutely would call someone salty in person. What are they gonna do, fucking rob me? Are they gonna beat me up, bro? Am I in for an ass whooping? Whatever, man, let's just move on. Get poor people out of gaming. Okay then. Y'all heard the man. If you are poor and you are gaming, you need to get out of this guy's hobby. Shoo. Okay, jokes aside, it's not really a matter of being poor or not being poor. It's about the principle. I can absolutely afford to buy a Switch 2 and Switch 2 games. I'd literally make the money back by using gameplay in the background. But I don't think that Switch 2 games are worth $80 to $90, and I think the system is a little bit overpriced. So personally, I'm not going to buy it. If you want to buy it, man, that's up to you. It's your money. So TK here says anyone defending this kind of greed is sick. Now this really angered a fanboy. An absolute fucking moron. This isn't fucking greed. More expensive consoles and games are going to cost more. Nintendo are factually being generous with these practices. DK Bonanza should be $80 like Mario Kart. They are making a compromise with this. Ah yes, how generous of Nintendo to price their games above the industry standard. What a great practice. I am so happy that I have to pay more money for video games now. Talk about a bootlicker. A video made by a salty Nintendo hater, XD. What is this, 2015? Still using XD? I find it funny how me simply criticizing Nintendo makes me a hater, despite the fact that I literally say that they have the best games out of the big three companies Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. This is basically the textbook definition of a fanboy. No one's allowed to criticize Nintendo. Just blindly consume the product, dude. How dare you question the mighty Nintendo? Let's be honest here. You clowns just want free stuff. And the irony also here, you clowns label Nintendo greedy, but you clowns are the real greedy here, making videos on the expense of others without a care. How sad you clowns are. XD. No, I actually don't want free stuff. If all I wanted was free stuff, then I would just pirate everything and I wouldn't make a video complaining about the price. I don't want free stuff, I want reasonably priced stuff. Also, how many times do you have to use the word clown to refer to us? We get it, you think we're clowns. You don't have to say it like 5 different times. You then take issue with the fact that we call Nintendo greedy. I mean, how many different examples of things they've done do I need to bring up? Let's use a random one. Remember the time they took Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze off of the Wii U shop so they could resell it to you on the Switch for more than it originally costed? That seems pretty greedy to me. You then claim that my content is at the expense of others, which is simply untrue. Nobody is negatively affected by my content. I don't tell people to go out of their way and harass anybody. I don't link people's channels or Twitters. It is simply for entertainment purposes. Me putting someone's tweet or comment up on the screen in a YouTube video affects their life in no way at all. And if it's really bothering them all that much, they can go take the tweet down. I'm not gonna hold it against them. I don't hate them. I don't know what to say. And I mean this 100% when I say this. If somebody including your comment or your tweet tweet in a YouTube video actually negatively impacts your mental health or whatever, you need to go see a goddamn therapist. That's not normal. So I then ask him what's wrong with making videos disagreeing with people. He replies, irony and double standards coming from a salty YouTuber like you. Again, another XD. I mean, I don't really see what's ironic with my comment, and I don't really see the double standard, but alright man, whatever helps you sleep at night. Anyway, let's move over to some tweets. So, King J here makes a tweet saying, needing a Nintendo Online account for chat is nasty. And I agree with him 100%. On PC, you can chat to people for free, you don't have to buy any membership. On Xbox, you can join Xbox Live parties without buying a membership, I'm pretty sure. And I know you can join PlayStation parties without PlayStation Plus. It is only Nintendo at the moment that is charging you to join party chats, basically. It's like if you had to pay for Discord. The only way to play online is paying for it. Why would you want the chat feature if you don't play online? Maybe so he can talk to his friends? Even if he doesn't have an online membership, he can still chat with his friends on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC without joining their game. I will genuinely never understand people who defend paid online. You have to pay money to use the online feature of games that you already paid for. You have to pay to use online features on the console you already paid for. It is a bullshit paywall and an extremely anti-consumer practice, and it should go the way of the fucking dodo. We're here because of hashtag PlayStation fans. Support the devs. Quality games, facepalm. And he attaches a shitty meme. Drake disapproving the doesn't complain about PlayStation being $70 per year, and Drake approving of the complaints about Nintendo making their games $80 to $90. I don't know if you were around when PlayStation first increased their games from $60 to $70, but pretty much everyone spoke out against it and said it was bullshit. The only people who were defending it were fanboys, and that's because they're fanboys, they're stupid. And did games get any better because of the $10 increase? I'll give you guys 3 seconds to answer the question. If you answered, fuck no, then you're absolutely correct. So what makes you think Nintendo's games are gonna be better when they do a price increase? Also, the fact that you blame PlayStation fans instead of the company literally doing the price increase is such fanboy behavior. So June here makes a post, insanely overpriced, named very similar to its predecessor, divisive as fuck reveal, isn't a complete reinvention, adds a camera and a mic, no cool color options, and 2 first-party games at launch, welcome back Wii U. Now this post got an absolute ton of likes, which prompted this fanboy to come in and accuse the likes of being botted. That's right dude, everything you dislike is obviously just botted. Do you care to provide some sort of source or evidence that this is botted? Unless... my source is that I made it the fuck up. Anyway, that is pretty much gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, you can leave a dislike and a mean comment. Alright guys, I'm out.